Hello, I'm Jeff Whitener along with Ray Halbrook, and we are bringing you the Viking Insider program here for Jefferson College. Ray, before we get started, talk a little bit about what we're hoping to accomplish here with our show on JCTV.
Well, absolutely. It's something that we're just going to take a look at, just the in-depth look at players, coaches, maybe even talk about some of the folks' parents, kind of that whole in-depth Viking look at what it's like to be a Jefferson College Viking here. There's an amazing amount of great programs here, and we just want to be able to cover that and highlight for the guys.
Well, in getting that word out to the community, I think is really important that folks know that not only is this someone where their kids can come, but this is some place that the whole family can enjoy a lot of different things. Not only the athletic programs that come out and watch and support, but also some of the other great things, the great events that happen here at the college as well. And it's really a place that can be a focal point of the community for Jefferson County.
Absolutely. I think that there's a lot of untapped potential here at Jefferson College to take a look at. We've had a lot of parents from high schools come and take a look and, well, what's really going on over here at Jefferson College? Well, we're going to give you a chance to take a look at that, up close and personal. And we hope to accomplish being able to kind of get that vibe of what Jefferson College athletics is about.
And we certainly want to thank JCTV for the opportunity to bring this to you and a partnership with what we do. And it's a situation that, like Ray said, we're going to take you behind the scenes as much as possible on how these different programs work, how these different events work. And I'll talk to the people involved, whether they're administrators, coaches, players, as you mentioned, parents, everyone involved with the program. So we're delighted to be able to bring this to you, and it's an incredible opportunity, and we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
When I first walked on campus at Jefferson College, I was so excited.
I knew I wanted to be here. This is amazing. This is where I belong.
Jefferson College offers the quality, flexibility, and affordability that I'm looking for.
The beautiful campus and friendly atmosphere make me feel welcome.
You belong here.
You belong here.
You belong here.
You belong here.
You belong at Jefferson College. Classes start soon. Learn more at jeffco.edu.
Welcome again to Viking Insider. I'm Ray Halbrook, your host here. We're here with softball players today from the Jefferson Vikings. Mallory Rogers, who's a freshman from Jefferson City Helias, who's a pitcher studying biology. Also, Tori Henna, a sophomore from Holt High School, first baseman and third baseman, and she is undecided in her studies. Ladies, how you doing?
Good.
Awesome. We wanted to just maybe catch up with you a little bit here and talk about how you heard about Jefferson College softball. We'll start with you.
They came to watch me while I was playing some summer ball, and then I came to a camp, and we just started emailing, and then I went on a visit here, and I really liked it.
Awesome.
Several girls on my summer ball team actually go here, and so I heard about it through them, and then Coach Starkey reached out to me, talked to him, came on a visit, and I loved what I saw here, so.
Great.
Yep.
Awesome. And you have fall softball going on right now, so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. Just personal opinions, I guess, here on how you feel like the season's going in the fall league here.
I think it's going well. We're learning a lot. I feel like that's mainly what fall is for us to learn to get better and so we can do good in the spring.
Yeah, definitely using the fall to get to know each other, as players, how we work together, and we're definitely playing some higher level teams, so it's been difficult at times, but I feel like it's just going to go up from here.
Well, that's good because sometimes, a little higher, a little bit higher ranking teams can help, bring you up in the standings later in the season. What does your typical day at Jefferson College look like?
For me, most time in the morning before my class, I go to work out, and then I go to my classes, and then I try to do some homework before practice, and then we'll go to practice, and then after practice just eat and get the rest of my homework done, hang out with my teammates, and do it all over again.
Mine's the exact same as hers. Go to the gym with her in the morning sometimes, and then try to get homework done before practice so we can hang out after and eat dinner.
Now, are you two roommates?
We are not.
You're not.
I'm
Great.
in her room a lot, but not roommates.
Okay. So we'll talk about the life of roommates, because I know that's probably new for some, coming into junior college especially. What is that like, having roommates? Is that a big adjustment?
Not really. I grew up with like my sister, so I'm kind of used to like sharing like a bathroom and stuff. And I think it's like fun to have roommates. We get real close with our team. So yeah, I like it.
Awesome.
I feel like it's just a non-stop sleepover. But it's fun. I really like it. You don't always have mom and dad there.
Well, and you build good relationships too. So I mean, we've talked to other players earlier today, and the thing that I keep hearing is just the lifelong friendships and relationships that they're going to have. So it's always good. Who or what inspires you in life?
My parents are a big thing. Like, I aspire to be like them.
Okay.
My parents too. They have their full-time job, and they also like work on the side with a couple other businesses, and it just really makes me want to work hard too. Like, they give me and my brother everything that we need and want, so it's just good to look up to them.
Excellent, excellent. Final question for you, ladies, and we'll let you go here. This is called the Ray question. The question is what is something that maybe your friends don't know about you, maybe a thing that you like to do, a hobby, maybe some sort of thing that you super duper like to do, but not everybody knows about?
I don't know. I don't do much besides softball, but like a little like talent that I have, like I can juggle.
Ooh, hey, there's a good one. Nice. How about that?
I hate this question. Like, the first day of every class, they ask you this question.
Okay.
I never have anything. I usually just say I have a dog, cat.
I like dogs. I like cats. Nothing
I
wrong with
have 13 dogs,
that. Wow.
but 10 of them are in this room with me right now.
Okay.
You don't understand it, do you?
You're trying to put one back at me, aren't you?
I got 10 dogs on my foot.
Okay. There you go. I like it. I like it. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being with us here, and we appreciate the time to catch up with us. And good luck to you along the way.
Thank
Thank you.
That is Mallory Rogers and Tori Henna for Viking Insider.
At Jefferson College, community is an important part of who we are and what we do.
We experience community as it unites us in our work and activities.
We reflect community through an annual day of service as we give back to those we serve.
We feel community knowing we're part of something greater than ourselves.
Our campus community is stronger than ever, and we realize community cannot exist without unity.
And we're back here on the Viking Insider, and we would like to welcome in at this time the head coach of the Jefferson College Viking softball teams, Chris Starkey. Coach, how are you today?
Great. Thanks for having me on, Joe.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time to come in. I know you've got a busy schedule right now with a lot of high school recruiting, getting ready, looking at different players as they're approaching district play. Now, before we talk about that, let's talk about last season a little bit. We had a great year in the first year for Livestream STL, having the games on, and boy, we sure enjoyed it. 37-13 overall record, 17-5 in the conference, not too shabby at all. Had a little stumble there in the region against Crowder at the end, but kind of take us through the season a little bit and what that was like for you.
With first year coming in, with us going through our fall, we set our fall up to challenge us a little bit more than probably what a lot of schools do. But we set ourselves up for that, and that helped us get ready for our off-season workouts. For us, it's a big time for us to get a lot of buy-in out of the kids. And once they started kind of trusting the process and changing some things up a little bit, we got on a roll early, kind of a little stumble there in the middle, and then we finished strong. It was, Crowder was a great group. It's a great region. We've got one of the toughest regions in the country. So it was good to see us compete on an everyday basis and hold each other accountable on the practice side of it as well. So overall, yeah, it was not a great feeling not winning the region, but the fight the girls showed was, I commend them 100% as far as with the changes in going from Coach Cook to myself, trying to implement some different stuff that we can kind of carry over into this year's group as well. So they did a great job adjusting and adapting to what we had.
You mentioned trying to set up your fall schedule to help in the spring. Now you're entering your second fall season now. This year, has your strategy, has your approach for the fall been any different in what you try to accomplish for the spring?
Big thing for us in the fall is we want to try to, first of all, learn about ourselves, learn about each other a little bit. That way we can, as coaches, kind of know some of the things we need to address as a group, which has helped us as far as our fall practices, as far as how we can set stuff up for the fall, and then also for the winter practices. So in terms of who we're going to play the toughest competition we can, just so we can kind of know what kind of grit we have, what kind of team we have, what kind of fight they're going to have behind us on a daily basis on that aspect of it. So in terms of trying to play the best teams we can, we're going to try to make it as hard as we can, so that way it's going to set us up for the long run in the spring.
Very good, very interesting. I hear a lot of coaches here at the college set up their early part of their schedules, even in the regular season too, with some very tough non-conference opponents for just that same reason, with new players coming in, of course. Now, last year's team, you had some good power hitters. You had you graduated a lot of good power hitting sophomores last year. What type of team will the fans see this year as far as hitting, pitching, fielding, speed, et cetera? Is it going to be a little different look to the Vikings this year, do you think?
I think it'll be a little bit different look. I think we're going to be more evenly spread all the way across the board. Our pitching's still going to be good defensively. We're going to take a lot of pride in the defensive side of it. Hitting-wise, we may not have as much, which we may come into after going through our off-season workouts and our workouts in the winter side. I think we've got a little bit more team speed. We're a little bit more able to cover some ground as far as in the outfield, cover some bases to go from first to thirds, that type of stuff. So we think it's a really good mix as far as what we've got, coming in from this year's group as compared to last year's group.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to seeing that. And with the group coming in now, the freshmen, are there any of these freshmen that you project to have important roles in your lineup for you?
I mean, as far as important roles, that's what we tell them every single day. You've got to fight for what it is you want. So in terms of any of them specifically, we want them all to fight for a starting spot. That's why we try to make as much competition as we can. We've started some different things we started this past week just to kind of light the fire a little bit, keep a little drive going, and make sure we're always competing to be that person who's going to try to be the one or be the starter or be that person as we can rely on once it gets to regional time, and hopefully we can make a run after regions to get back to the World Series again and get us back out to Alabama.
That's always the goal, I guess, at the end, to get to that. Once you get to that, the national tournament, anything can happen. That's
Absolutely.
For sure. This is your second full season now, taking over for Coach Cook here in the program. But you've been a veteran head coach and assistant in many different levels. But is there anything that you learned from your first year at the helm last year here at the college that you can kind of take with you, moving forward?
I learned a ton, and Coach Cook, he's been great in terms of me being able to bounce ideas off of or contact him on a daily basis. And, talk to other coaches in the region, that type of stuff is every day something's different. So that's one of the biggest things is being able to adjust and adapt based on what's going on that day. And even with the players, we may have to adjust practice just depending on like this week's midterm week. So we're tweaking practices up, that type of stuff to let them focus on the academic side of it. So it's a lot of give and take. And we tell the girls the program's more about them. The thing is, we're going to do what's best in our feelings to get them to the level it is they want to get to. So we have a lot of interaction between them. But like I said, using the resources of Coach Cook and the other coaches around, has been a great help for me as far as trying to progress to try to get the team better and try to get us to where we need to get to.
Well, I'll follow that up with this question. What is it about coaching? You've been doing this for a while that keeps you coming back every year, and what it is about the game of softball?
For me, with me being a former player from here, I enjoy the game of softball so much more just because, one, it's faster. Two, in my opinion, I think the female athletes, they take to coaching better. So for me, it's more of an understanding side of it. You know, and just for me, just being able to do it for year after year, every year is different. So you're going to have some groups, especially on the recruiting side of it. You're going to have some groups like last year with more of the power side of it. You may have some groups that are more speed oriented. You may have that. So every year is changing. Everybody in the region's different, you know, from year to year. And that's where we're talking to a lot of the four-year schools. You know, they kind of envy us because every year for us it kind of changes from year to year depending on what kids you get in, whereas those guys will have those kids for 3 or 4 years. For us, it's ever changing. So some years it may go into where we're a slap team. Some years it may be into a power team. Some it may be just strictly pitching and defense. So it's one of those things that's constantly changing. That's what, you know, that kind of fuels the fire to kind of come back year after year.
The challenge of
absolutely
every year, yeah, especially at the JUCO level, as you touched on there. Final question while we have you in the hot seat here.
Is it like
we call this the Ray Halbrook question from Livestream STL, and you'll see those folks with some of our players too. I'll ask you. I'll ask it a little different. Anything that folks don't know about you, hidden hobbies. I like to say stupid human tricks. Anything that interests outside of the world of softball.
Well, interests outside. I love to play golf, even though I'm not very good at it. I guess anything, you know, I'll tell the players I'm an open book if they got a question to ask, so I try to be as open as possible. I guess the only other thing would be the double hip replacements at 40 years old. So yeah, so they make fun of, my players make fun of me a lot for that one.
Just because of the way you walk, run, or
arthritis?
Well,
genetics, thanks to my father, yeah.
So the kind of Forrest Gump references, or maybe, or what?
pretty much, yeah.
Well, Coach Starkey, we appreciate you coming in today on the Viking Insider, and we can't wait to see this team come together and build moving into the spring season.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. That's Coach Chris Starkey of the Jefferson College softball team on the Viking Insider.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I'm pursuing my associate's degree in the physical therapist assistant program at Jefferson College. I want to be that person that can change an athlete or a young person's life. And teachers are always there to help you and do anything they can to put you in a position to be a better student and better person.
Hi, I'm Bryce, and I am pursuing my associate degree in music at Jefferson College. What I like most about the program is how everybody helps each other. The music department is like a family to me and to everybody here.
Jefferson College, you belong here.